Hello queens. I'm back at y'all with another client tutorial, and today I'm showing y'all how I created this natural smoky glam. And without further ado, we're jumping straight into the video. I'm starting this off by cleaning my client's face. I went ahead and arched my client's eyebrows off camera. Now I'm going in with this LA Colors black brown eyebrow pencil, and I'm using this to fill in her brows. To fill in the front of her eyebrows, I'm going in with my Nicka K brow pencil. This one is in the shade light brown, and I'm just doing little hair-like strokes. Then I'm just going to brush through the brows at the end just to make sure everything is nice and blended. To mold her brow hairs down in place, I'm going in with this clear I.envy lash glue, and I'm just going to be applying this throughout the brow hairs. I'm going to mold the hairs down in place using the spoolie end of my eyebrow pencil. To clean up her brows, I'm going in with these two concealers. One is from Nicka K and the other is from RK by Kiss. First, I'm going to be going in with the Nicka K concealer, which was in the shade 06, and I'm using this to clean up under her arch. Now for the remainder of the way on the top and the bottom of her eyebrows, I'm just going to be going in with that RK by Kiss concealer, which was in the shade Chestnut. I'm taking some more of that Nicka K concealer in the shade 06 and I'm just applying it to her lids. Now I'm just going to go in with my Dermablend Translucent powder, and I'm going to use this to set some of the concealer in place, and I'm also going to use it to lighten up the front of my client's eyebrows. As a base for my client's smoky eye, I'm going in with this Nicka K concealer in the shade number 12. And I'm going to apply about a dime size amount onto her lids, and then I'm just going to blend it out. I'm going on top of that concealer using this eyeshadow from my Morphe x Jaclyn Hill palette. I will have the shade name in the description box down below, but I'm pressing this on top of the concealer using this blending brush from Shop Miss A. Next, I'm going in with my e.l.f. camo concealer. This is in the shade white, and I'm going to be applying this to the inner corners of her eyes. I'm taking this matte white eyeshadow from my Be Perfect Carnival XL palette, and I'm using it to set the concealer in place. I'm lining her eyes using my Wet n Wild brown liquid liner. This step is optional, you don't have to do this, but y'all already know I love me a good liner, so I decided to go ahead and do that. I'm taking a dark brown eyeshadow from my Jaclyn Hill x Morphe palette, and I'm using it to smoke out the end of her liner. Once I feel like everything is blended, that'll be the completed look for the eyes, and we're moving on to the face. So I'm priming her skin using my e.l.f. Matte Poreless Putty Primer. I went ahead and moisturized and cleaned her face off camera, and to moisturize her face, I used my Pond's moisturizer. I'm going in with my Nicka K concealer in the shade number 10, and I'm using it to color correct around her mouth. For her foundation, I'm going in with my Fit Me foundation, and it's in the shade Spicy Brown. To highlight her face, I'm going in with my Nicka K concealer, and it's in the shade 07. I'm going to blend that concealer out using the same brush that I used to blend out her foundation, just to make everything as seamless as possible. To blend out the concealer underneath her eyes, I'm going in with this Real Technique sponge, and yes, it is damp. I'm going to set the concealer in place using my Fit Me press powder, and this one is in the shade Golden Dore. I'm going on top of that concealer with my Morphe loose powder, and it's in the shade Banana. To bronze up her face, I'm going in with my Black Radiance press powder, and it's in the shade Black Coffee. To set the remaining areas of her face, I'm going in with another Fit Me press powder, and I believe it's in the shade Truffle. I'm going in with some black eyeshadow, and I'm using it to line her waterline. I'm taking some dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm using it to smoke out her lower lash line. Now I'm going back in with my foundation brush and I'm going to use it to press in all of the powder. I went ahead and sprayed her face with some setting spray off camera, and now I'm just going in with lashes. Once her lashes are applied, I like to have my clients open their eyes just so I can ensure that none of the glue has transferred to the lower lash line. And I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but her face has already been highlighted as well, so we're just moving on to lips. I'm taking my Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Congo, and I'm using this to outline her lips. For the center of her lips, I'm going in with this nude lip gloss from Nicka K. The shade name will be in the description box down below, but I like to focus the color in the center, like I said. Then I have my clients press their lips together, and I use whatever excess lip gloss is left on my palette to blend into the liner. Okay queens, once I'm finished blending out the lip gloss, that'll be the completed look, and we'll be getting into the grand reveal. So I'm gonna let y'all watch. Okay, you ready to see?
Oh, she bad and you know it.
Period.
Period. I better book.
Okay. We kept it natural today.
Yes, we did, and it's gorgeous. Girl, I'm gonna pop out.
Okay queens, this is the end of the video, and as y'all can see by my client's reaction, this tutorial was another success. I hope you all enjoyed this beginner friendly look. I think it came out beautiful, and if you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you stay tuned for my next one. Bye bye queens.